This is Stephen A. Williams, President and founder of thecreditrepairshop.com, and in today's video, we're going to talk about 1099-C with banks, with credit card companies, with lenders. I want to just show you that these banks, they have gotten money from the federal government. Where does the federal government get their money? They get it from us. It's circulated from us or created off of people, and we have to pay that money back through our taxes. But so let's just quickly go through this. And the reason why I want to show this is because a lot of people think that because someone gets a 1099-C, cancellation of debt, that they are a deadbeat. They are not a deadbeat. So specifically, let's just look at the companies here. We got Wells Fargo, $25 billion, State Street Corp, $2 billion, Bank of America, $15 billion, JP Morgan Chase, $25 billion, Citigroup, $25 billion. You see that? Billion. Morgan Stanley, $10 billion. Morgan Stanley and Chase, aren't they together? So we can make that 35 billion. Goldman Sachs, 10 billion. Bank of New York Mellon Corp, 3 billion. Let's see if those are the ones that the main banks, but we got SunTrust, 3.5 billion. Let's look here. Let's go down. US Bank Corp, they do a lot of cards. 6.5 billion. TCF, in the hundreds of millions. They ended up changing over to a new bank name. Forget the name of it right now. BB&T, 3.1 billion. Let's see here. Key Corp, 2.5 billion. Huntington, that's who it is. Huntington took over TCF Bank, 1.3 billion dollars. Let's see. Capital One, $3.5 billion. We got Marshall and Isley, $1.7 billion. We got Pacific Capital Bank, $180 million. So I guess that they were doing a little bit better than other banks. Let's see here, some other banks on this list that might be well known to people. But you can see here, regardless, you can see the amounts of money that they took. Heritage Financial, $24 million. That's not bad. Manhattan Bank Corp, 1.7. That's not bad. So we see here, these banks, it looks like they just basically had taken some money to get some bridges. Look at this remember the one that just collapsed right now, SVB Bank, that just collapsed here in 2023. They took $235 million. Let's see here if we see any other ones on here that are. No, this list is very long. I'm going to put this link with the video, but you can look at this list is huge. And one of the requirements, see, this is what people don't want you to know about. This is what the banks don't really want you to know about, is one of the requirements that they put into place when they did this is that they gave the money to the banks. They gave it to them. Hey, you can do what you got to do to get your bank straightened out. Some people suspect that a lot of the money went to the bank shareholders. I mean, we don't know on that. There's been stories saying it. Here's American Express right there, 3.3 billion. Well, they had to put together a hardship department. And with those hardship departments, for them getting money, they had to hear out the hardships of individuals who were having financial problems. Now, the federal government cannot tell a business what to do and what standards that they have to put in place to be able to forgive debt for someone. But they did have to have some type of opportunity available to listen to the hardships of their customers, because truly look at the hardship that the federal government looked at these banks. Either one of us could not walk into a bank if we're struggling and say, hey, I'm 500,000 in debt. Maybe, I mean, not 500,000. Most people not be 5. I'm 50,000 in credit card debt. Let me just go ahead and run up in here without a credit check or anything, and could the Federal Reserve just hand over 50,000? I'm going to take care of stuff after I get that 50,000. You're not going to be able to do that. So they did make it to where the companies had to listen. It's been very difficult, especially because as things got better, less people were struggling. And really, a lot of people got, finances really got wiped away during the 2008 recession. So people were starting over fresh anyways, and they never did really uh, drill down into the opportunities that these banks had to make available to people to listen to their hardship. And but now we're in 2003, and people need to know that, look at, number one, these banks took a lot of money. Now, don't approach these banks and be like, hey, I know that you got billions of dollars or millions of dollars from the federal government, and that comes from us, our tax money, and all of that stuff. Don't get into no back and forth conversation like that. What you want to do is you just want to express your hardship, and you want to see what options are available. And if you're truly financially strapped to where they may ask you to do a financial statement or something, and you show them, hey, it's just not going to work. You're not going to get paid, and I got to be able to take care of my household, or I'm going to just be filing a full, Chapter 7 bankruptcy. And you will be surprised. These companies, they'll just say, hey, let's just maybe they'll sell the debt, and then you can deal with it with the debt collector, using the strategies that I teach on my channel. Or they may just say, hey, we're just going to forgive the debt. That's what we're going to do. We're going to forgive the debt. Let me show you what that can look like. Okay, so here's an example. When a debt is forgiven, this is from an actual client, $36,248.30. They're going to send 1099-C cancellation of debt. So you can see right here that it is possible to happen. And this actually happened in 2014. So this happened after that time period. And this is something that can happen. I'm going to show you another one on here that we received. Here go two more, and this is from American Express. $6,327, $1,697. And we actually just got another one today from a client had submitted that over from Ford Motor Credit for 14,000. It's kind of blurry. It's $18,798.32 that was filed by Ford Motor Credit. So this can happen. It is something that is possible. Not to say that for every debt that a creditor would choose to do that for you, but it is possible. So if you need help with your credit, please visit us at thecreditrepairshop.com. Watch video what makes us different, so you can see my 8-point validation process, my two-phase settlement process. If you need your credit reports and scores, go to the website your3scores.com. Grab your TransUnion, Equifax, Experian credit reports in all three scores. And if you grab those from there and share them with us, we will actually go through them and do a review and tell you what you need to do to repair your credit and increase your scores. If you have debt collectors coming after you, make sure you grab my 3-pack of letters, statute of limitation, cease and desist collection activities letter, and debt validation letter. The links are below this video. I do ask for a donation with those. It helps me monetize my time here, making these important videos for you on the channel. Thank you for your time. This is Stephen A. Williams, president and founder of thecreditrepairshop.com. Please subscribe to the channel. Please post your questions and comments and share this video. Thank you.